Okay, first off, just for the future, okay. So this is literally I just got done with the podcast. This is where it's at. It was just posted like 4 or 5 hours ago or some bullshit like that. And I had to talk about this, okay? Because it bleeds into other shit really nice, but I had to talk about this, okay? I have been religiously watching the Joe Rogan podcast ever since Joe Rogan and Kevin Smith had like a 4-hour podcast. And I love Kevin Smith, and I remember at the time being like, fuck, they're still going! They're still going! Fucking 4 hours? Who is this Joe Rogan guy? You know? And, well, I've known who Joe Rogan is because of Fear Factor, but like, I had no idea that Joe Rogan's like, oh, in today's time, but, so yeah, I've been loving Joe Rogan for quite some time, and I love Kanye West, even though he can literally drive you insane, but I love Kanye West. This podcast was fucking crazy, okay? I know it's super meta for a video like this, but we're in game. Okay, so I had to take notes because Jesus Christ. First off, Kanye West is a drug, okay? He's like a fucking walking LSD psychedelic Mobius strip. Fuck, he said that I'm what? He said I'm Deadpool for God. He said something like that, and I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how that works, because, like, you know, fucking, you know, Deadpool's like pansexual and fucking has dual pistols and shit, but Hello Kitty and murder. there was a moment around the 2-hour, 3-minute mark, 45 seconds, where Kanye sort of like admits to how he can be so rantful, how he can just be ranting and not letting Joe talk. So it's almost like this is like the most perfect Kanye interview that's ever been done. You know, he's talking about reimagining, you know, harvesting, shoe wear, fashion. He wants to make like cities. Another thing, his purple hoodie that he was wearing was it literally looks like the most comfortable fucking hoodie that I've ever seen in my entire life. And ever since he's had this, you know, like I'm always like fixated on his mouth, you know, because I'm surprised that Joe didn't talk about these diamonds that he's had like embedded into his teeth. So it's like he can't even just take them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm just gonna take them off. Oh my goodness. The only major flaw about this conversation is that it really wasn't a conversation. It was more like Joe silently, fleetingly speaking, as Kanye is talking in like 52-minute paragraph. I like that he said that paradigm shift is his favorite word. Yeah, so Kanye talking about how he's going to build a 200,000 seat stadium, where in the stadium he wants all these people to be reciting hymns like football champs, football chants rather. And he even starts singing. He starts singing to fucking Joe Rogan. Talking about glory, very aggressively like singing and shit. Like glory, glory. do you know how insane that must have been? Like I remember like Seth Rogen saying that like fucking Kanye was like rapping to him in the back of a limousine. They actually build something like that? Holy fucking shit! Okay, fucking. Even atheists and agnostics will be hitting up these goddamn churches if these churches are like that. What in the fuck? He's the Michael Jordan of product, you know, Oh yeah, how much does the Earth cost? That's a solid fucking question. I hope he's not the one to buy it. Okay, when he was talking about how he says, I am literally shaking and in so much fear of my Father, God. I fear God and I don't fear nothing else. There was also a moment where he was talking about Einstein, about how Einstein wanted to understand the mind of God. Like, the foam runners, okay, the Yeezy foam runners, where there's no goddamn shoelaces, you just kind of slip them on like a fucking piece of Iron Man suit tech. Listen, I'm fucking fully with it. I want the goddamn thing. It might not be the prettiest fucking thing to look at, but in terms of comfortability, realistically, I mean, I would love something like that, especially when I'm going to work. You know, I can just slip this bitch on and slip it off, no problem. Yeah, the part where Kanye mentioned that Brandon Lee had been murdered, and when he was talking about he was talking about Satan, and he was talking about how he's an angel, and how he's like a lost angel, and he was talking about like Los Angeles, a lost angel, Los Angeles, lost, you know what I mean? And Joe was like, Los Angeles is like the city of angels, but he has a net worth of $5 billion. When did this happen? What? Oh yeah, Kanye, he secretly loves Taylor Swift. You know. Oh shit! Yeah, he's when he was talking about how he wanted to build his own self-sustaining, like giant monastery. I want to see this shit. Where is this monastery gonna be? Like, is there gonna be many, or is there gonna be just one central one? Just like we just have like our one set of the Great Pyramids. What in the actual fuck? That sounded insane, because Kanye is at his best when he's showing the inventor side of himself, or the musical side of himself, when he's talking about creating like buildings or fucking hotels or fucking water like foamy building structures, whatever the fuck he's trying to do. When I talk, it's not a rant, it's a symphony of ideas. It'd be a better time to put a visionary in the captain's chair. Goddamn, this, like, literally, again, like, the great thing, first off, this is like top 5, top 10, top 15. It's in one of those 3 brackets, but, best podcast of all time. Like, this is one of the best podcasts ever. This might be the first podcast where I literally stopped everything I was doing. Like, I literally paused Lovecraft Country to fucking drill through this thing. Like, podcast is pretty fucking great. However, young Jamie was not there, and Joe barely fucking spoke. So those 2 flaws are pretty fucking significant. Like, literally because of that, not only do we need Kanye back like as soon as possible, but like yeah, it would have been nice to have seen more of a conversation. I'm feeling like a 9. I'm feeling like a strong 9 out of 10. Also, he didn't ask about, like, what would Kanye's thoughts be on, building a spacecraft, building a better version of the studio. Oh, also, Kanye running for president. Like, first off, I love this podcast. I love Joe Rogan. I love Kanye. Should Kanye run for president? No.